My name is Sharon Squires, and a little over 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 2, grade 3, triple negative breast cancer. And with triple negative, you are so limited in the type of treatments that you have. I could only use 3 chemo drugs, and the doctors basically told me that all 3 drugs had to work in order for me to get through it. The other thing that they went ahead and discussed with me when I went in for my meeting with the surgeon is that there were several ways of doing it. I could have my surgery first, which I think everybody out there who has a cancerous lesion wants your cancer gone. But I sat patiently as my sister and husband who were with me were listening too. We sat patiently while he said, if you do your chemo treatment first, he said, then we will know, did the chemo work 25%, did it work 50%, or could it possibly work 100%, which in my case, I was very blessed, and mine did work 100%. So I did go through chemo for 4 months. You switch chemos at the 2-month mark, and then you continue on. Some of my side effects with the chemo were not fun. I lost all my hair, I lost my eyelashes, my eyebrows, my toenails, my fingernails, anything that had to do with hair follicles was gone. Sometimes I looked in the mirror and I didn't even recognize myself. I thought, oh my goodness gracious, you look like a space alien with your hat on. But I really tried to stay positive. I went ahead and I would go ahead and I'd get out for walks, I'd get out for runs. With the running, I didn't do a full-fledged run. The first 3 weeks I was able to run pretty good. And then after that, what I would do is I would do some running, then I'd walk, then I'd run. Because that was one of the questions I had for my surgeon right away. I said, with chemo, can I run? Will I get sick? And basically they told me, you try to do as much as you do right now in a normal day. Just push, do everything you can do. And so that's what I did, and and then I think the other thing that I was so concerned about was about getting sick. I hear so many chemo patients get violently sick, and with me that was another blessing. He asked, did I get sick when I was pregnant? Did I have morning sickness? And I said no. And for some reason, women, who are pregnant and don't get sick during chemo. So one more blessing. So then I had to wait almost a month after I had my chemo to have surgery. And then when I did have surgery, I was real concerned about how many lymph nodes they would take. Originally, I said, only take the ones that have the cancer in them. But then right before my surgery, I said, oh, no, take as many as you can take. I just want this all gone. I only want to do this once. And so then during my surgery, once again, I was blessed with the chemo having killed every last cancer cell, and they could not find any cancer in my lymph nodes. And for anybody who doesn't understand that, the part of my cancer that was a stage 2 was the fact that cancerous cells get into your water system or your lymph node system. And I did have 2 lymph nodes that were infected, but they didn't know. They thought it could be possibly more. And once again, no live cancer cells in either the lesion or the lymph nodes. And so I was one of 2 women at Gunderson that year that could say that the chemo killed our cancer 100%. Now, this doesn't happen with everybody, but once again, I was very blessed in that it did. I would encourage anybody out there who doesn't have a good connection with their doctor, or they feel uncomfortable, they feel like they can't talk to their doctor about everything in their life. You need to see if you can choose another doctor. It's very important to have that communication going. The other thing that when you're going through cancer, your support system is so very important. The support of your family, your friends. I went ahead and did a group email so that I could stay connected to my friends, because you have to be careful when you're going through chemo too, that you're not exposed to outlying, conditions like pneumonia, colds, whatever. You have to stay safe. So those emails that came back to me after I would update everybody just made me feel so good. That's where my support was. I had one of the teachers here in La Crescent, Holly Briggs, just loved getting an email from her. She just would make me laugh and just roar with laughter. She was such an angel. And I had my friends at church, Dory and Jerry Bartleson, and I had my husband, my sister, my children. Everybody was on my side, and so that really is important. And as I go forward in life, I've got to say that every day past 65 has been a blessing. So I just wanted to get my message out to everyone, and I am a big supporter of Relay for Life, because there are so many cancers out there. And then also Stepping Out in Pink. I do that every year. In fact, I walked the first year that I had surgery. I think I had surgery, and 10 days later I walked in Stepping Out in Pink. So my prayers go out to everybody who is facing cancer, and I pray that your treatment goes as well as my treatment. Thank you.